say to me, Merry Christmas to me. They came and fell the trees, and I'm happy as can be.
I am so excited because today they're cutting my trees down. Woohoo! So, one final look before everything drastically changes, because all of that will be gone, which makes me a little sad, but it's definitely unsafe, and a few of these will be gone, primarily the pine, because apparently we have borers or pine beetle. Here they are. Yay! Whoa. First one down. And that's a big one. I look like a ghost. I'm in my daughter's bedroom, climbing out on the roof. Ugh. I've never been out here. It's kind of creepy. I got my jungle boots on. Hopefully I don't fall through. I'm gonna stay up by the edge, or by the house, I guess. It's gonna look so different. So we have had 2 full days of cutting down trees. I did not film day number 2 because I decided I wanted to do some work also, so I couldn't operate the camera. And we were on the outside bands of Hurricane Zeta. Were just starting to come in, so the weather wasn't great and I didn't want to leave all that stuff up out in the elements. So let's see if I can show. So we got a lot of stuff cut down. Here's the peach tree. So this corner where the flagging tape is on that pine tree, that big pine and all of these trees down here are still supposed to come down. But over here, let's see if I can, you can see water, yay! And I love it. I can sit up in the living room in the morning and I can see the water moving, and when the sun reaches whatever point in the sky where it makes the water look all glittery, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. So a lot is gone and there's still a lot more that needs to come down. I ended up with, I don't know, probably poison ivy. I get this like every 4 months. I don't know what I'm getting into, but obviously something that doesn't agree with me. It itches, it blisters, it oozes all over my arms. And then I wanted to show over here, we came across a lot of rocks underneath all the pine debris. There are big rocks all through, just everywhere behind me, which is good because we're going to be putting in retaining walls. But a lot of these rocks over here are bigger than the rocks that were over on the other side of the backyard, which means that I am not going to be able to lift these. They're usable, but they're not. I think you know what I mean by that. Back here, I still have big pines that need to come out, and I once he took some of those really dead pines down, I went and looked at them. Not only do we have borers in that pine, but we also have termites. So those pine had no chance. I expect that with this dead pine behind me, let's see if I can, I expect that I'm going to have the same problem in those. So some of the things I fight with on a regular basis are vines. And these 3 over here are just some of the vines that were in the area or in the yard. Hopefully I'm not grabbing onto anything bad right here. Wouldn't surprise me if it was, but I think, because there's 5 leaves, I think this might be Virginia creeper. I don't know. That one isn't too bad. Then I got this one here, and this is all over the place. It's everywhere. At least this one doesn't have thorns on it, because I do have vines that are loaded with thorns. This goes across the ground, up the trees, and this can have, I've gotten vines that were at least as big as my arm, at least that big around. So I think this one I'm going to be spraying at for a while to get it to finally die back. And then there's this one, which looks like one that I pull a lot, but the one that I'm always pulling has thorns, and I don't see thorns on this one. It has some cute little berries. I don't know if the birds eat on them or not. I have no idea. But there are vines all over in here. All of that green stuff on the ground is vine. And I'm gonna have to go through and spray all of that, I think, before I should say, we even start planting. So there's a lot still to happen over here. But I can't tell you how excited I am to get a lot of these trees cut down. The reason I have big piles everywhere is the ground was too soft and the bobcat was just digging into the ground. So that was not going to be able to be operable. And they said Monday, today's Saturday, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. And they were here on Thursday. And I'll take you over where they were working or trying to move the bobcat. But I don't think Monday the ground's gonna be dry enough. And then here's some of that downed pine. All of these, maybe not all of them, because there's also woodpecker, but there's some of these are woodpecker, some of these are from borers, and who knows what other insects. Some of these holes are really tiny, like the size of the tip of a pencil, I suppose. And they are just everywhere. It's gonna be really fun to work back here, but once all these trees started coming down and I saw how much space I have to take care of, it was a little overwhelming to try to figure out what I'm gonna do. But it was overwhelming in a good way because I like trying to figure this stuff out. I think we will call that a wrap on the trees for this particular video publication. I am getting ready to go hang out with my family and do Halloween things by the time I get this video published, I guess. Published? Anyway, by the time I get it on Facebook and YouTube, it will be long past Halloween. But I hope you all had a good holiday, and I will see you in the next video, which will probably be more tree falling. Bye!